Hey guys, this video is going to go over the warm-up for molecular nomenclature and hydrates as a review from yesterday. So remember, molecular is between a metal and a nonmetal, so it does have prefixes to indicate the subscript. So we have B2P8, B is boron, and 2 is the prefix di, so this will be diboron. And then P8, P is phosphorus. So remember, we're going to add that IDE ending. And O is octo. So this will be octophosphide. Looking at our next one, we have NH3. This does have a common name. This is ammonia, which may be in a lot of household cleaners. That's one that we tend to come across and use a lot, especially when we'll get to our acids and bases unit. If we're looking for the molecular name, so we have N, which is nitrogen. There's only one of them, so remember it does not have a prefix. And then H3, H is hydrogen, so change the ending to IDE, so it'd be hydride. And then 3 is tri, so nitrogen trihydride. Looking at number 3, we have tetracarbon deciodide. So tetra is 4, carbon is C, so this is C4. Dec iodide, so dec is 10, iodide is I, so it'd be I10. For number 4, we have disilicon pentabromide. So di is 2, silicon is Si, so Si2. Pentabromide, penta is 5, and bromide is Br. So it'd be Si2Br5. 5 through 8 are all hydrates. So remember, with hydrates, we're going to deal with the ionic compound first and then deal with the hydrate. So for number 5, we have CdNO32.4H2O. Cd is cadmium. And remember, even though that's a transition metal, it's one of the exceptions with only one possible charge. So we do not need to use Roman numerals. NO3 is nitrate. So cadmium nitrate. And then the 4H2O, remember the prefix for 4 is tetra, and H2O is hydrate, so tetrahydrate. Looking at number 6, we have NiCl2.6H2O. Ni is nickel. Now, it's a transition metal that can have multiple charges, so we will need to use those Roman numerals. Cl is chloride. Make sure to change the ending to IDE on those second elements that are off the periodic table. Chloride has a -1 charge, so since there are 2 of them, nickel must be a +2 charge. So you can uncrisscross essentially to find the charge. And then 6H2O6 is hexa, so this is hexahydrate. All right, looking at number 7, we have zinc sulfate heptahydrate. Zinc is Zn. Remember, it only has one possible charge. Zinc is a +2 charge. Sulfate is SO4, which always has a -2 charge. So if we crisscross those, it simplifies. So it is just ZnSO4. Heptahydrate, so we always put a dot to connect it to the hydrate. and hepta is 7. So this is attached to 7 water molecules. Looking at the last example, we have copper 2 nitrate pentahydrate. Copper is Cu. It tells us that it has a positive 2 charge. Nitrate is NO3. And remember, nitrate's -1 charge, so when you crisscross, the NO3 will be in parentheses with the 2 on the outside. For pentahydrate, remember we put the dot attaching it to water, and penta is 5, so that means it is attached to 5 water molecules. Make sure to keep practicing these on the homework, and go on to the next video for acid and bases naming.